What's happening, everybody? It's Sean with Reactions to the Classics. And today I got a reaction to Rick Springfield, Speak to the Sky, a song from back in 1972. So what I'm doing, guys, is I'm going through the Billboard Top 100 year-end charts in America for singles, year by year from 65 to 2023. I'm not going to put them up in order or anything. And I'm trying to find songs that I've never heard. And for me, this was quite the discovery, right? Because like I said, this is 1972. And this song came in at number 96 on the 1972 chart. And I'm like, wait a minute, what? Rick Springfield had a hit in 1972 in the US? And yeah, he did. It's his debut single, solo single. I was reading that he was in the pop rock group Zoot from 69 to 71. This is his debut single, reached 6 in Australia, 8 on the Canadian adult contemporary chart, 10 on the Canadian pop chart, 14 on the US pop chart. So it must have been on there a long time to come in on the year-end top 100. It was featured on his 1972 album, Beginning. So I know Rick Springfield very well from 1981. He was on a show called General Hospital, a soap opera that was absolutely huge. Nowadays, you couldn't imagine a soap opera being huge. It was everything. I was a latchkey kid, which just meant I stayed at home alone from the time basically I was 5 years old, because both my parents were. So I watched soap operas. Is that good for a 5-year-old or a 10-year-old at this point? No, it's not. But that's what I did. So he was on there as Dr. Noah Drake. So I thought he was an actor. And then he comes out with Jesse's Girl, which was just such a massive song. And I'm like, wait a minute. And so, you learn later on he was both, but he was a singer first and still coming out with new albums. Came out with a new album in 2023 and still out there touring. But I had no idea that, 9 years earlier, I had this. And I had all his albums in the 80s, man. I thought Rick was great, man. I thought Rick was fantastic. So looking forward to hearing this one. I see the genre is bubblegum pop, so it might sound a little bit different. He looks super young on the album cover, but let's, I'm going to have the lyrics up. Let's check out a little early Rick Springfield.
Speak to the sky whenever things go wrong, and you'll know you're not talking to the air, and the world will look better from up there. Speak to the sky, 'cause things can get you down, and you'll know when you're talking to the Lord, the world will look better than before. And if I stumble and it seems that I am blind, or if the road I'm on seems awful hard to find, and though my conversation doesn't always rhyme, I always try to find some time to speak to the sky and tell you how I feel. And sometimes what I say ain't right. It's alright, 'cause I speak to the sky every night. And if I stumble and it seems that I am blind, or if the road I'm on seems awful hard to find, and though my conversation doesn't always rhyme, I always try to find some time to speak to the sky and tell you how I feel. And sometimes what I say ain't right. It's alright, 'cause I speak to the sky every night. Speak to the sky whenever things go wrong, and you'll know you're not talking to the air, and the world will look better from up there, and the world will look better from up there, and the world will look better from up there.
All right, Speak to the Sky. I actually like that, man. The longer it went on, it was catchy. I don't know that I'd call it bubblegum pop. Rick wrote it. It's great lyricism, right? I'm a Christian, but he's talking about speaking to the sky, praying. I guess whoever you pray to, but he knows everything's right because he speaks to the sky. Almost sounded like a banjo in there. It might not have been there in there, but and you get the little chorus coming in at the end. Is kind of like a joyous time. But definitely you can tell his voice, he's younger, but he doesn't sound bad at all. But it's not Jesse's girl, but I mean, really, honestly, what is? But that was really good, right? Another Australian Jim, right? One of the biggest things I found in 2023 on this channel, thanks to one of our patrons, Jim. No, I didn't even mean that irony to go there, but I've found John Farnham, Jimmy Barnes, a bunch of great Australian artists. But Rick Springfield, man, Speak to the Sky. Let me know what you think of this song down below. And I know he had this album and 3 others that released before Working Class Dog, which Jesse's Girl was on in 1981. How were those albums, man? Just let me know if you know Mr. Springfield's career in more in depth than I do, guys. But if you haven't already, give this a thumbs up and hit the subscribe. We got over 2,600 videos. Super appreciate it. Until next time, guys, I will see you.